From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Pony Express Pro 4 Off-Road Truck Series. This time we hit the asphalt in the Sonoma Wine Country Mountains. Or hills, mountains, whatever they call it over there. I wouldn't call it a mountain. But, I tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun here on the old Cup layout. And with me in the booth once again, 2 weeks in a row. It's our man, the myth, the legend, AJ Capola, back here for some more off-road racing action, AJ.
About time we finally get to a racetrack that I actually know which turns are which turns, because those last 2 weeks have been very interesting with me not knowing the layout, but at least we're going to a layout that I actually do know. So I'm very excited to see these trucks go flipping around wine country.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting. You don't see too many times that we take these trucks on the asphalt, tonight being one of them. And here we are at Sonoma. Let's talk about the point standing, shall we? Over on the website that you can check all of this out on for the Pony Express right now. Dennis Crosby has got a 3-point lead for the points lead right now over Christopher and Logan Sandeborg. Right now, and we talk about this being a fun series, right? We talk about these guys out here having fun and yada yada yada, right? We talk about that a lot. But I get the feeling as we inch closer to this being championship night, you start to lose the fun and it starts to become even more competitive.
Yep, I very much agree with that, because everybody's competitive edge kicks in and everybody wants to win. It's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing. And right now, of course, Sonoma going to be a really fun racetrack for these trucks, as always. And thank you guys for coming out again for this round number 5, as we enter our way into the closing portions of the season for the Pony Express Pro 4 Truck Series. Now we take a look here at where we're going after tonight. We go to Limelock Park, another asphalt race, then back to dirt with Bark River, New Hampshire Motor Speedway on the schedule, then back to Crandon and Wild West Motorsports Park to wind out the year. Now think about that. We close out the year at Wild West in just over 4 weeks from tonight. So, time's starting to tick down. Dennis Crosby right now, again, 3-point gap. Logan a little far back, but again, this is where you've got to get points in both feature races. I think we're at the point of the season we're doing good in one and not the other. It's not going to help you, AJ.
Yeah, you need to score decent points or even great points in both. You mentioned Logan. It doesn't look like he's here tonight, so he looks like he might end up falling back a little bit further tonight, but you do have our points leader here, so he's looking to extend that lead.
And he needs to extend it. You look at the situation, take advantage of every shot you got. There's the 22 of Crosby. Dennis Crosby right there coming out of the final corner. That hairpin corner, which in NASCAR world we've seen plenty of beating and banging out throughout the years. Crosby across the stripe here, and he's on his get up. There it is, 126. Now, for reference, for the NASCAR guys, if I remember correctly, a lap around here was in the 114, 115 bracket. So we're about 10 seconds slower in these trucks.
Yeah, well, look how heavy these trucks are and how much they're sliding even on the asphalt. So I could see where they're losing the time, but these things got to be a pain in the butt to handle.
Yeah, you can see it right here at the top of the hill, starting to head back towards the S's. It's right-hander right here, so important to carry the speed down the S's. And remember, this is the classic layout of Sonoma that Cup used for many years, and what I consider to be the better layout at Sonoma Raceway. This is not the IndyCar layout. As they come up over the hill here and left, right, headed back down towards the hairpin to end the lap is points leader Crosby. But to be honest, he's a little bit slow tonight. Stouffer on the pole. This may wind out not being too good for Dennis.
No, well, either way, second place in points is not here tonight, so he will gap him a little bit. But you would think with what he's doing, he'd run a little bit better. But, you know, it's a tricky track, especially in trucks.
Yeah, right now 125.8 is the best he got, about 2 seconds off Zachary Purcell. Great qualifying effort.
What a lap.
Now, Purcell comes in here fourth in points. He's a little ways back, but keep in mind, Chris is number 2 in points. Stouffer is the second truck in points, by the way. Logan's third in points. So, Logan not here, so that's third place. It's going to be kind of off a little bit. But Zachary Purcell, even 20 points back, tonight could be a great opportunity for Purcell to make up ground along with Chris. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for feature event number 1 of the evening. As always, here is the way that we will line them up for the first 16-minute feature of the night. Purcell and Jared Valley, your front two. Stouffer and Zachary there. Mark Dillon, the junior, and Tinker, along with Tanner Fontaine, Dennis Crosby, and Doug Betts. They're in ninth. So Doug Betts right there in that ninth spot as we get ready to fire these trucks up from Sonoma, California. The first 16-minute feature of the night.
As my good friend Triple H once said, in this faction called Degeneration X,
thanks for coming out.
Are you ready?
Remember, if somebody ends up on the roof in the first quarter,
I knew you would appreciate that one.
I appreciate that one. Right now, we're going to go quickly to a commercial break since we got this lap of caution there, AJ. And when we come back, we'll be back for the start of feature number 1. And ready.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
As we're coming to green here tonight in feature number 1 here for the Pony Express and the Pro 4 trucks. AJ, are you ready? We're coming to green at Sonoma. Ready. Field off a turn number, or the final corner. here tonight, ready to go. Green flag racing. 16 minutes on the board. We're green here at Sonoma. Akuma something as right now Zachary Purcell side by side. Ooh, contact already.
32 almost around. Ooh,
yeah, and another one up and over. It's Purcell.
Oh, wow.
Purcell on his roof. He'll come back down on all fours, keeps it rolling. Jaron Valley going to take the lead. Stouffer chasing him right now up the hill.
I think everybody's back moving, but that really spread everybody out.
Mark Dillon, the sheriff, there in third right now, trying to run down the top two trucks as they come through the top portion of the racetrack right now. Valley right now leads into the downhill section of this racetrack. Over the curbs they go. Back through the S's once again. Valley gets a great jump hanging on out front, AJ.
Yeah. I just love how much these cars are like being kicked out and everything, even on the asphalt.
Yeah, right now, Christopher in second again. This 10-turn race course coming through 9 right now. Headed for 10. Valley off the course. Maybe looking for traction.
That's going to be the lane.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be using that quite a bit, just because they're supposed to be off-road trucks.
Yeah, and right now Valley leads here at Sonoma, California, headed for turns 1 and 2. Headed to 1 now. Up to turn 2, Jaron Valley, Christopher, Mark Gillen, your top 3. Valley all the way up to the top of 3, or headed for 3 and 4 complex. Headed back towards 5 here, AJ.
Gotta feel bad for that 51 of Zachary Purcell. He started pole and fell all the way back to 7th in 1 lap. Yeah,
he rolled it over as you see him going into 5 right now. Up over the curve, headed for 6. Meanwhile, Valley through 6, headed for 7. Through that, 8, 9, and doing a great job right now is Jaron Valley.
Yeah, he's keeping Christopher and Mark Dillon at a distance right now, and I just got to throw it out there. I am really loving Mark Dillon's paint scheme this week. If any of y'all could see it, that's Lightning McQueen, and as a huge Disney fan I am, that's awesome.
Lightning McQueen getting after it right now on the asphalt. Valley out front trying to pull away from Stouffer. And you see the Grant gap right now as they complete yet again another lap in this 16-minute feature number 1. Stouffer in a great spot to maybe take the points lead here tonight, as he sets second right behind Jaron Valley.
Yeah, he's there. I think he's just waiting for Valley to possibly make a mistake or to get close enough to give him a little bit of a bumper.
Yeah, and that is the battle for the race lead right now. Valley leads. Great racing overall.
100% great racing. You know, we've had 3 weeks I've been here. This is my 3rd race with them. You know, broadcasting with you. All 3 have been fantastic. And even being at Sonoma on asphalt where everybody's a little on edge because they're dirt trucks, that's once again still fantastic.
Yeah, as always, as they continue to run right now. Just a great night of racing, dude.
Yeah, if any of you missed our first show tonight, we did the Road to Indy, and they were at the Indianapolis Oval. So after you're watching the Pony Express at Sonoma tonight, go check them out. Give them some of your support as well, because we wouldn't be Extreme Sim TV without everybody who helps us with putting on great shows.
Yeah, right now, Mark, yeah, exactly, man. Support everybody here. Betts right now in 4th. Sawyer Tinker in 5th. Purcell has made it back to 6th. Could have had a little bit better run. Points leader Crosby has fallen back to 7th. And we talked about this might be a hole in the Crosby armor here at Sonoma, with the truck a little bit off the pace from what I'm sure he wants.
Yeah, he was saying something about that in the Discord. Let's see if I can go find it so I can quote him. There's the Discord. This morning, Dennis Crosby in the 22 said, "Not sure how I'm feeling about Sonoma. Track kind of a pain in the ass to get around without dropping some tires," which he means off into the dirt or grass. And we have a battle for the lead right now.
Yeah, right there, Valley, under fire from Christopher. 2 by 2, he's going to try to cross him over into the hairpin. Can he get the run? No, he can't. Look at Valley protect the bottom lane. He's going to force Stouffer in on the top. Stouffer trying to make it work.
What a move by Valley.
Yeah,
what a move.
That outside lane through the hairpin never works. Never has, never will.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right, but that's where he kicked the truck out, so he was lined up to get a hole shot coming out of that final turn.
Now Stouffer, he's got to line this back up, try to get a run. At your race leader once again as they head back up the hill. One more time. Turn 4 complex working their way through. What a great night so far.
Yeah, they're coming down the 4 right now.
Headed for...
And funny part about Sonoma Raceway, they go from turn 4 to turn 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
Easy does it back down the hill. Crisscross applesauce right now.
Yeah. Oh, he kicked it out a little too much there.
Can Jaron Valley hold off Mr. Christopher right there on the back deck lid of that Lucas Oil off-road machine? Stouffer, big run. He gets such a good run there, headed for 10.
Right to the inside. Oh, I see contact happening.
Oh.
There it is.
He did it. Clear. Christopher to the lead over Jaron Valley, and what a relatively clean pass, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just a tiny little bump for what it looked like.
Now Valley going to try it, but that seems to be Chris's strong point. That coming out of 9 to 10 section. Valley back to the back bumper. He's going to have to take advantage of it while he can. Stouffer trying to hold him off there. Now this portion of the racetrack, Valley seems to be a little bit better than Chris.
Yeah, in the high-speed points, it looks like it's good with Stouffer, but then in the technical part, it looks like it's all Valley, which it looks like he's trying to shoot the inside right there, but lost a little bit of time.
Yeah, just couldn't hold the momentum up. Stouffer now starting to get back to his portion of the racetrack. Valley trying to stay with him back down the hill. And watch Stouffer start to open it up here down the hill. Well, Valley staying relatively close. Valley's like, if I can stay with him here. Valley, couple of truck lengths off of him right now, headed for 9. Headed for 10 here, and again, nose to tail. About a truck length and a half apart, AJ.
Oh, he drove it in there really hard.
Yeah, and that's going to kill his time. He got into the back of Chris, but Chris was able to hang on to it. And that may have just gave Chris feature number 1. You see Betts and Tinker back here.
Doesn't look like there's a lot of damage on that 13 car, but also doesn't look like a lot of damage on the Valley car. Or truck, apologize.
Yeah, great racing over the first 9 minutes or so of this race. About 7 minutes to go in feature number 1 tonight, AJ.
Yeah. Were you expecting that overdrive right there at all?
You know, to be honest, yes. You know, you can make up a lot of ground there, but that's the problem. If he'd have hit him just a little bit harder, it would have worked. But honestly, he didn't hit him hard enough for that to work.
Yeah, well, he almost spun out on it, too. Well, he had those tires locked up going right into the back of Christopher.
Yeah. And you see right now the gap up front 1.3, but meanwhile, we got a dogfight right now between Sheriff Dillon and Mr. Betts. Right now, nose to tail, Lightning McQueen leading them down the hill. Betts, though, trying to hold off Sawyer Tinker as they enter the passing zone of 9 and 10 here in just a moment. Betts going to try to hold that truck on the asphalt. He does. And we're going to keep an eye on that front battle, but the battling behind them, Tinker Side by side, here is Zachary Purcell,
They're
3
wide
wide.
right now.
Yeah, wow. What great racing here out of the Pro 4 trucks.
100%.
I'm
Well,
impressed.
they've always put on a show. They always put on a show. So if you're looking to watch a very aggressive trophy truck league, this is it.
And look right there, Sawyer Tinker went through the dirt, cut the corner a little bit, trying to bring some ground up to the back bumper. Zachary Purcell up over the hill. And again, with those 4 tires all working in unison, you don't get the wheel spin of the trucks that we see at some other places.
Looks like we're going to have a battle for second in a second.
Yep, to the bottom, contact
Well,
maybe.
maybe Is that a lap down car? That is a lap down truck. I apologize for that.
Oh, that's all good. Valley right now 2.4 off of Stouffer. Stouffer trying to drive away. Battle between Betts and Purcell right now for 4th and 5th. Purcell under Betts.
Oh, look at those tires glow.
Look at Tinker. Headed for turn 10. Rewind again, more contact. Oh, Betts in the wall, into Purcell. Purcell straightens it out. Tinker right there trying to take advantage. Tinker alongside Purcell, contact down the front straightaway, 4 minutes to go in the feature. Feature race number 1.
That 51 truck definitely has to hit that NOS. You know, if you're sponsored by him, you better have him on board.
Yeah, exactly. Just over 4 minutes to go in the first race of the evening of 2. Again, we'll have a little warm-up session before race number 2 tonight. 4 minutes even now on the board.
What amazing racing right now. Like, from 1 to 2, how they had the attrition the first couple laps, to right now, you have Betts.
No. Oh, sorry about that, but Betts just got punted. Punteruno on Mr. Betts. He gets the wall, keeps it rolling. Sorry about that,
cut
AJ.
the track like that?
Yeah,
Sawyer,
well,
you can cut the track like that? Holy cow. He just went straight.
he's like doing everything he can trying to make up something. 3 minutes to go. Man, these off-road trucks never disappoint.
No, absolutely not. I'm just curious in how the 021 of Sawyer didn't get like a time penalty right there for just cutting like that whole backstretch.
I'm wondering if he even cares at this point. He's just going for it.
I mean, I would be too, but maybe I'm not just read up on the rules of trophy trucks.
Crosby again in danger of losing that points lead tonight. He's really going to have to have a strong feature number 2 if he's going to hold it going into Lime Rock Park. And honestly, for Crosby, this is bad news. If this is any indication to how he'll run Lime Rock on the asphalt there. Go ahead.
There's Sawyer and Zachary again getting together. There's more of it. Are you watching this?
Yes, I am, and it's
Holy cow, they are no love lost right now.
It's great racing right there between those two, headed for 9.
They start calling somebody Harvick and Elliott.
Sawyer really over the back bumper. Purcell here with 1:50 remaining.
He locks up the tires.
Now, from what our lap time says, we may get one this lap in and one more. We shouldn't get the white flag this lap, so they're basically going to have 2 to go here if we do our math right on the time, as you see the leaders.
Which we are not mathematicians, so do not hold us by that.
Meanwhile, we've been watching the race for what deeper in the field. Jared Valley has closed right back up on Chris.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, man. Coming to 1 to go here in feature number 1. Valley driving that truck in. A mile
That's
deep.
where he's losing his time.
Oh, he's not giving up. He's within a second, AJ. He was 2 seconds back at one point in time. He is sending that truck at this point.
Oh, he just kicked it a little too far out sideways right there. Hopefully it didn't kill his momentum too bad.
Stouffer leads the way into 9 and 10 right now. We should be seeing the white flag over this next lap. We don't have enough time to start another lap. So, with 38 seconds to go here, Stouffer will be coming to the white flag here as they come through 9. Stouffer leading the way, Valley in second. Gap 1.4 as they head back up the hill. White flag in the air for Chris Stouffer and Jarian Valley in feature number 1.
Well, we're probably going to see what we've seen most of this race, that Valley is really good through this part, but if they get to the back stretch without Valley being on Stouffer's back bumper, I'm giving this first race right to Stouffer.
Yeah, you take a look here, looking through the top of the hill. Stouffer still leads by a couple of car lengths. Valley, big charge. He's able to make up ground on braking, but he loses it, like you said, on exit.
And this is where Valley's really good. Not Valley, Stouffer's really good.
Yeah,
There's
Valley
these
is.
back S's and down to the hairpin.
Chris Stouffer coming down out of turn number 9 and 10 here tonight. Stouffer doing a great job. And here we go, Stouffer. 3 heat wins on the evening. Looking here, checkered flag. Make it 4 heat wins for Chris Stouffer, AJ.
Winner,
Boom.
winner, chicken dinner.
4 heat
chicken.
wins for Chris Stouffer on the year. Congratulations, Stouffer.
Ooh,
Well, that happened.
that was funny.
That was great.
That was all. Why not have fun with it?
Stouffer getting the first heat win. Valley second, Dillon third, Betts fourth or sixth, Purcell fifth, Tinker fourth. That is your top 6 or so cars. As we get ready for the warm up for the second race of the evening here in just a moment on Extreme Sim TV's coverage. Well, AJ, what'd you think of feature number 1?
I thought it was very competitive. Whether it was Chris Stouffer or Valley or Tinker, Purcell or Betts, it was very, very competitive. I do have, I'm going to call it the checkered flag or black flag. The guys on Sirius XM do it. I'm actually going to give a checkered flag to the racing that we saw, but my black flag, unfortunately, is going to go to Dennis Crosby being back there in 7th place right now. He's very dominant, very good on dirt, but it looked like asphalt might be his kryptonite.
Yeah, and that's very unfortunate, right? That's kind of where we're at. But from what I've seen, I agree. That don't bode well for him as we head to Lime Rock Park next week and everything we got going on there.
Which you're going to be up in my territory at Lime Rock Park. That's a Connecticut racetrack, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. So, I mean, you look at the situation going forward, as far as a championship goes, that could be trouble if Dennis can't recover very quickly here in feature number 2 coming right up.
Well, the good news is about feature 2. He's going to start 3rd.
That
so
is
he's going to
good.
start closer to the front. But I don't want to call him a non-factor for feature 1. But back there in 7th was kind of scary if you were Dennis.
Yeah, if you're Dennis, you're looking at this going, well, that didn't work very well. What do I need to do to make this work, right? I don't know. I think if I'm him, I'm a little bit concerned. But again, with him finishing deep, he's going to start up towards the front in the main event here tonight as well. So you got to think about that.
So I gave you my checkered and black flags. What would yours be?
My checkered flag has got to go for Stowe for making up ground to points. I kind of agree with that assessment of things. My black flag is going to go actually to Valley. You know, as much as that Hail Mary move he made into that final corner was a bold move, right? He kind of, in a way, gave the race away, though, doing that.
Yeah, by punting him too far.
Yeah, like he drove it in too deep, which he never really made up for, right? So that is my, if I had to do over move, that would be it.
So we're looking at about a minute before we grid. What are you looking forward to for this second feature? What are your keys to victory here?
Keys is going to be keep this thing clean. You know, keep your truck clean. Don't overdrive the truck like we've seen so many times in heat number one with a couple of drivers. I think that's going to be big, in my opinion. You know, keep that truck as clean as possible for this second feature of the evening. And again, if you're Valley, don't make a mistake like you made in heat number one and overdrive the truck. You know, you may have a shot to get up there and make up for it with a win in this second feature if you can pull that off.
I mean, I completely agree with what you just said. We see that Stouffer and Valley are fast, and now they're going to have to come from the back. I would just say be patient, let the cars in front of you make mistakes.
Right.
And if you got to rattle their cage, hopefully you don't take yourself out with it.
Yeah, so we'll get lined up. We're going to have 16 more minutes of racing in feature number 2 here tonight from Sonoma, and then we'll be getting ready for Lime Rock Park next week. Keep that in mind. Let's take a look at what your starting lineup is going to look like for feature number 2. So here we go. Zachary on the pole with Tanner to his outside in feature number 2. Row number 2, Dennis Crosby and Doug Betts in 4th. Row number 3, Zachary Purcell and Tinker. Row number 4, Mark Dillon, the Sheriff, and Jaron Valley. And row number 5, starting 9th here, your feature number 1 winner, Chris Stouffer, going to try to make it back-to-back. Well, here is the opportunity for Dennis Crosby to lessen the blow in the points.
Yeah, I'd be very protective of every position that you can get passed by. You know, you got to think about each position you lose, the guy behind you kind of gains even though he's not here.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind,
you're not gaining those points.
Keep in mind, P2 is here tonight. P3 is not.
I thought Logan was P2.
No, Logan is P3. Zachary, Zachary. Let me go look to double check. It was either Zachary. So P2 was Chris, our winner from Heat 1. So if I'm doing the math right, that win alone was enough to probably move him into the points lead. Right now, Dennis needs to kind of counterbalance that by trying to make those points back. Remember, the gap was only 3 points between those two coming in. On average, they're getting about 30 some odd points a night out of both heats. So keep that in mind as well as we inch towards the feature event of the evening. 16 minutes to settle it. The iRacing Porsche pace car down to the safety of pit road from the roaring trucks behind them. Are you ready, AJ?
Let's do it.
This is your main event of the evening, and we Oh, ready, green here
Ding, 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 ding.
at Sonoma. That was my best Michael Buffer impersonation. Into turn number 1, Zachary Nuremberg right there. Here comes points leader Dennis Crosby, trying to make up time here up the hill, hoping that his competitors get stuck up in traffic. Stouffer, the winner from feature number 1, still stuck deep in the pack as they head up the hill this time by. Tanner Fontaine to the race lead as well. Nuremberg right there trying to hold serve at the moment. Up over the
Look
hill.
at that bounce.
Bounce. That's what we do. And right now as they head for the, oh boy,
Ooh,
contact.
Oh, I saw that coming from a mile away. That
There's-
gives that 03.
More
5-6
contact.
truck
Trucks around down the hill, one upside down. That's Tanner Fontaine on the 013 on his roof down the hill. Him and Purcell got collected together. Now down towards 9 and 10. Doug Betts leads this thing. Zachary Nuremberg, second. Points leader Crosby, third. Through turn 10, AJ, everybody makes it down to the start-finish line to complete lap number 1.
Well, that was an interesting opening lap.
That was fun. Let's do that again
I hear
about 12
caution.
more.
I hear caution.
Caution on the raceway. And Tanner Fontaine on pit road. Jaron Valley on pit road. Let's take, we had a big problem down here. Let's go to our Extreme Sim TV replay. Jaron Valley involved in a big incident here tonight. So let's take a look here. What happened to bring this caution out once again? This has been crazy all night, buddy.
It's go time. You're in your second feature. If you finish poorly in the first, it's definitely go time. Holy cow.
All right, let's see if we can find what happened to Jaron Valley. Coming down towards turn number 10. Clock ticking away here for the guys, and Valley goes down in here, locks the brakes up, contact into the tire barrier, up and over. And then more incidents. Oh, that was the Lightning McQueen machine going for a wild ride as well. Wow. So that was the sheriff, Mark Dillon, not going to be too pleased. Ended up on his roof. One more look at what happened to the sheriff here, down here in turn number 10. He got by the first wreck between Jaron Valley. Valley got hung up, goes wide. Purcell tries to make it through, ends up coming out on the other end, flipping the 3. And you can let me know when we're getting ready to go back green here, buddy. We'll take one more look as the 3 went for a wild ride to Mark Dillon. Right about there, Purcell makes the contact. Wow.
They're coming down to the hairpin now, pal.
All right, we're about to go back green flag racing.
The leader, Doug Betts, is bringing the field down to the hairpin.
As we will cut back to live footage, but what a night as you seen that 3 truck go for a wild ride. So AJ, are you surprised?
A little bit with how awesome Valley was running. I wasn't expecting him to cut the turn a little bit and get into one of the apparently not movable tire barriers.
The irremovable force met the unmovable object.
Pretty much. I would expect, iRacing to have those barriers and just push them out of the way. No, those things are like rocks. They ain't going nowhere. But I was really surprised that there was a second incident with the 3 of Mark Dillon.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty surprised that there was a second incident. And they're still pasting around.
Yeah, they're still under caution here tonight, folks, so we'll get them back green flag. Now, green's in the air. There we go. And we're back racing with them for just over 11 minutes.
I should have said that a couple seconds ago.
Exactly. Doug Betts leads the way. The Bet Man out front. Where is Dennis Crosby in third? But look at Chris Stouffer already in the top 4. Stouffer trying to make it a 2 for night here at the Sonoma Raceway. 2 for.
How many races have you seen where the leader of the winner of the first feature wins the second feature?
Not many. I'd have to pull up some stats and go back and do some research. That's what we'll do before next week. We'll look back and just see how many times that's happened. But I know it hasn't been many, if at all. Stouffer sitting right now in fourth. And the problem is you have to come from the rear. You've only got 15 minutes. And you get hung up in traffic. Crosby makes the move. Can Crosby move to P2? Here tonight, Crosby does. And I'll be honest.
And he brought Chris Stouffer right with him. Or at least tried to.
But an impressive run for Crosby to keep the truck up near the front here. After what was a horrible first heat, he's done a great job here in section number 2 of this event, trying to minimize the problem.
Maybe he found something. Maybe those first, 10 laps of the first feature, maybe he found something.
Oh, he goes wide there. He's treating them off-road tires through the dirt, trying to keep that truck rolling. That's called four-wheel drive slide, buddy.
We've seen it all night. Look at those glowing rotors.
These trucks are screaming, this is not what we're meant to do. As you see them down the hill once again with 9 minutes even on the clock for the Pony Express Pro 4 Off-Road Truck Series here on Extreme Sim TV. Headed down towards turn 9 and 10. Stouffer high on Dennis here. Stouffer into the final corner. Can he make the outside work and make me look like a liar? Nope. Not yet, my pal.
Not yet, but he's working over Dennis really well. But with all that, it's allowing Doug to really pull away here.
Betts is just on the loud pedal trying to get away. Crosby in the fence. That's going to give Stouffer P2. And remember, your overall points or the average 2 finishes will win the event. And really, Valley finished second in last event. He's running 7th. So if Chris Stouffer can stay up here, he'll win the event overall by a pretty good margin here. 7 minutes to go here tonight from Sonoma Wine Country Company. Oh, big trouble. Truck upside down. It is Dennis Crosby. Points leader
Nice
Crosby.
wheelie. I'm hearing another caution on the track.
Caution is out. Let's go to our Extreme Simmer TV replay. As a big incident with Crosby brings out the yellow.
Or at least I think there's another caution out. Maybe not, because they're still hauling the mail.
We'll hold on that replay because apparently no caution.
I thought I heard Zachary Nurburger calling it. Unless they race back to the line.
Betts going to cross the stripe here. Stouffer. See if they slow down here. It doesn't appear so. Nope. No caution.
I apologize for that, everybody.
Well, we only go off what we hear. It's the best bets we can make. Betts is leading. Get it?
It was very clever.
That was a crummy joke. It was horrible.
I wasn't saying that. I was thinking it, but I didn't say that.
All right, as we continue to run right now, Doug Betts leads the way here tonight. Betts.
And he's really pulling up a show, and he finished 6th in the first feature, and now he's up front leading by almost 2 seconds.
Yeah, look right here. You got Doug Betts leading, Stouffer in second, Zachary Nuremberg in third. Sawyer Tinker in 4th. Purcell in 5th. Valley has not had the best feature number 2 because he's relatively in 6th right now with 5 minutes to go.
And here comes Stouffer. He is really good on this backstretch down the S's and into the hairpin. He is very good.
Stouffer's keeping up the speed in that Team Chevy number 13. Man, oh man.
Down to his second as they cross the line.
Yeah, it's just down a little bit to a second here. Stouffer looking to sweep here at the Sonoma Wine Country. 5 minutes to go in feature race number 2 here tonight.
Oh, and Betts gets off track a little bit.
Not too bad. It's off-road trucks. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but it did allow Stouffer to catch up with just a tiny bit.
Yeah, it did. You see that ground closing. The Team Chevy number 13 at 4:59 on the clock. Can I just say I love clock racing more than lap racing? It just builds it.
Absolutely.
It builds the intensity so much better. Seeing that timer tick. Here he
Stouffer's
goes.
gonna have a hell of a run. He's really good in the hairpin, so look for him to pull out and try to. Oh, you have Betts blocking a little bit. Good
Right.
move.
Betts. Oh, he went
he goes
wide.
high. He
Oh,
goes
contact. Oh,
Oh.
both trucks. No, more contact. Beating and banging. More contact. Stouffer on his side. Turn into it, buddy. Turn into it. Dukes Hazard. There you go. There you
I'd
go.
be really upset. I know they were both battling and bouncing off of each other, but he really got the raw deal right there.
He got the raw deal, but he did a good job keeping the truck going. I was over here going, Bo Duke that thing. Turn into it. Keep going. Now, Betts leads. 3 minutes to go. Can it get any more crazy in Sonoma? I love this series.
Look at that
Absolutely.
32 truck. He's right on Doug Betts now.
One truck way wide back there on the back side of your screen.
That looks like Mark Dillon in the Lightning McQueen truck.
I love this.
Ka-chow.
I love this series. I don't think Kim loves this series because I screamed for 45 minutes straight.
Oh, I would love to scream. I get really pumped all for it. I would love to. But there are children upstairs trying to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. But so I got to do it for the both of us. See, that's how this works out. Right now, Doug Betts hangs on to the lead. Right now, Zachary Nurnberger right there behind him, trying to roll it in with 3 minutes remaining. Clock ticking down. You know that exploding ring match that they had in Japan way back in the day? That's what I feel like I'm watching, just waiting for the whole track to explode in 2 minutes. Leads Nurnberger second, Tinker third, Purcell. Valley right there as well. Look at Valley working his way back forward. Stouffer is slid back to second, or the 7th, right in front of Crosby. So unfortunately, he's not going to make up as much ground as he could have had he swept this event. However, in theory, he still should be the points leader just off of heat number 1 alone.
Yes. And he is ahead of Dennis Crosby right now.
Right now, Zachary Nurnberg in the Pony Express machine running Betts down. What can Betts do to hold off another onslaught of trucks with just 2 minutes remaining? Nearly contact there for second with Sawyer Tinker. Tinker all over the back bumper. 1 minute and 50 seconds to go here in Sonoma Wine Country. Coming down towards turn 9. We may get another lap in. We shall see. 135, 134. Average lap time is what, a 124? So we should be coming to possibly the white flag indeed. 123 left on the stripe when they took the hit the line. So this should be the white flag, AJ. Zachary all over the back bumper. AJ, what does Zachary got to do to get by Betts here on this final lap?
Pretty much do what he's already doing. He's pulling in a little bit. Well, he lost a little bit by going. Shouldn't have said anything. But because now he's in danger with Sawyer.
As they run. The thing about it for Betts is he's just hoping when we get back around here that he gets the white flag, right? Before he gets to the start-finish line. If he gets the white flag, he's got it. Blimp cameras, they head down the hill. You see the gap opening up. Battle for second. Tinker all over the back of Nuremberg. Bumper to the back bumper. Here comes Mark Dillon somewhere back in there. Back in the scrum there of 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the leader pulling away. This may or may not be the white flag this time by for Doug. 13 seconds on the clock. Will they get another lap out of it? In trouble in turn. Final corner, checkered flag is out. Valley on its side. Doug Betts gonna get the win here. Checkered flag out for Betts, and we got carnage down here in the final corner. Let's look at a replay, folks. The Extreme Sim TV replay. Let's go back and take a look at the carnage down in that final corner around Jared Valley.
That all started with Jared Valley.
Taking a look right here. Just absolute carnage. Right there.
He turned into Pat McAfee right there and completely punted.
Cars up and over. Stouffer in the middle of that, coming home fourth. There's the sheriff getting by. What a night.
What an awesome night of racing.
Holy cow. Folks,
everybody fighting for one position.
We're going to get back to your live action, and we're going to get your interviews in just a moment. Doug brings it home, and me and my broadcast partner is going to head over to their Discord to try to get some word with some of these guys, and we'll be back. So, where to even begin with this one? Doug coming home as well. Where's Doug? There's AJ. Let's see if we can find Doug. There's Zach coming home second in the main feature. Hey, Zach Nuremberger, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All righty, buddy. Coming home second in the feature event. What a night of racing it was.
I know. It was that was actually a really fun one. Had it up towards the top three, and I spun it like usual in the very first heat, and luckily I was able to bring it home for the second heat and showed us capable of today.
Dude, that was a crazy night of racing, if you ask me.
Oh, absolutely, man! That was so much fun. I mean, we were all stacked up into that final on that final hairpin, and there was a little bit of a scuffle back there, but man, it was nuts. I'm just glad I could hang on to it.
Well, man, you did a great job coming home second in the feature of the evening. What do you expect out of Lime Rock Park next week?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I'd fancy myself on some of these street, like the street circuit stuff, doing a lot of endurance racing, but obviously these cars are so different, especially these wide sweeping turns. I'm not sure how these are going to handle, but I mean, I think it's really anyone's game, and I guess we'll just kind of have to see how it goes.
Well, man, again, great run here tonight. Coming home second in the feature, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Let's see if we can talk to Mark Dillon here, the sheriff. Hey, Sheriff Mark Dillon, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing good, buddy. Well, Sheriff Dillon, what a beating and banging race you had out there tonight, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good one. Definitely a good one. We just ran here in some GT cars last week, so I got familiar with the track coming into tonight's race, and I feel like it helped.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, you ran a lot in the McQueen truck tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, next week, you got to come back in a Sheriff Dillon truck. That's got to happen before the season ends.
I'll have to have something thrown together before the end of the season.
Yeah, because I kind of gave you the nickname Sheriff Dylan.
That works. My little brother's name is actually Marshall Dillon.
Oh, that is great. That's perfect. So you could be like, let's see, Deputy Dylan, and then he could be Sheriff Dylan.
Yo.
Well, man, it has been a blast to have the Pony Express on board this season so far. Some great, entertaining races. I'll throw it to you. You know a lot about these guys. Who do you expect here about 5 weeks from now to walk away with the championship?
Oh man, that's a tough question. You know, Christopher in the 13, he's fast. Jaron Valley in the 1 is fast. 03 Doug Betts. Zach Purcell was very fast tonight. Yeah, this is a very, we only have 9 to 15 guys here every week. There's some tight competition.
Well,
definitely some tight competition.
Well, we started this off this season, man, and we talked a lot about it being the fun series, right? I feel like this is becoming more and more competitive as we go.
Yeah, it is. I think everybody's still having fun, otherwise they wouldn't be showing up. But, yeah, when you have this many fast guys come together, even though it's for fun, they're going to want to try and beat each other. There still are some bragging rights on the line.
So how's the open wheel series going that runs just before this on Monday nights?
Good, going good. We were at Long Beach tonight. I don't know if you've ever seen Long Beach, but the walls are very unforgiving. Yeah,
it's a great racetrack. Well, you never know what might come to the channel eventually, right? For championship weekend, because I just might have an opening here for championship weekend, so that'd be fun if we can make that happen.
I would. I actually broadcasted, our open wheel series was broadcasted last week internally as a test, because I'm broadcasting our Friday night NASCAR series.
Yep, I remember that. You reached out to me about it. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it, but good to see that getting on the air as well, man.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I was in the booth, but, I'm dusted off the equipment and just trying to put on a show for my guys. They like having these broadcasts, and they like watching yours especially.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, championship weekend, we'll try to make her happen. But I tell you what, Mark, as always, it's been a blast. Honestly, Pony Express has become one of the funnest things for me and AJ to come out here and do, and we'll say that publicly. We've had a blast all year long so far.
We appreciate it, and we're definitely glad to have you guys on board. You guys do a great job, and hopefully, 5 races in, 5 to go. Hopefully we can keep putting out some good races for you.
10-4, man. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to talk to Mr. Purcell, but great job out there tonight, Mr. Sheriff Dillon, or otherwise Deputy Dillon.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. So there you go. That was the league owner, league operator / sheriff / deputy there of Mr. Mark Dillon. Doing a great job, AJ, tonight.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
he puts on a hell of a league.
For sure. Let's talk to Purcell and see what Purcell has to say. Zach Purcell, Matt in the booth, got a copy.
Hello.
Alrighty, man. Heck of a run for you here tonight around the wine country road course.
Yeah. It was a pretty chaotic race. I was about to just finish 4th in that last one there until that incident in the last turn. I even had a bad run up, and that actually kind of gave me some good luck.
Well, man, you were able to dodge and weave and run through everything and make it work.
Yeah, thanks. I just some unfortunate incidents at the start. I got flipped with me and Jaron collided on the turn 1 of heat 1 after I got pole, and neither of our faults, but fought back to get some decent points, so I'm happy with that.
Alrighty, man. Well, again, great job. Nice recovery.
Thank you very much.
Well, dude, you got 3rd tonight. What are you looking for at Landmark Park?
I'll take a podium anytime. And I feel like I do better with them on the asphalt than some of the other guys do on the dirt, so I'll be crossing my fingers for a good result.
10-4, buddy. Well, again, congratulations. Coming home, P3 here tonight, bud.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, that is going to about do it here from the Sonoma Raceway. AJ, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I thought the battling all night was fantastic. It was definitely weird seeing these big trucks on the asphalt road course of Sonoma, but I found it very entertaining. You know, there were a bunch of incidents that caused a lot of flipping and spinning out, but you gotta expect that from these big trucks that are high off the ground.
I agree. Well, folks, that's going to do it for yet another episode. Thank you to our partners over at Nerds Doing Nerds Things Podcast. Go check them out for everything nerdy over there on their latest episode with the new version, right, of Pet Cemetery, not the old version.
We talked about both, and both scared the crap out of me.
Well, you know, you just don't bury your pets in a cursed area. That's just, you know, bad things happen. Very, very bad things happen.
Yeah. And then when the pet comes back to life, you then bury your unfortunately dead child in there, and they come back to life and kill your whole family.
Yeah, so go check out the podcast today over at Nerds Doing Nerds Things. The links will be in the description below after the broadcast because somebody forgot to put them there beforehand. But until next time, folks, thank you for coming out. The Monday night doubleheader is complete, and we'll be right back here next week for the streets of Detroit in the IndyCar League in Lime Rock Park and the Pony Express. Until then, everyone stay safe. Have a good one. We'll see you next Monday night.